everybody, and welcome back again to Let's Play Dishonored 2. So, it's a new mission, new challenges. Today we're going to the Royal Conservatory, but you know the drill. Before we go to our actual destination, we have to do our due diligence, and that means we have a look around the surroundings and we pick up, well, at least most of the runes and bone charms. That's the plan. This is probably the closest one, and I definitely want to go to the outsider shrine over here, and it seems that all the other runes are significantly further away than that. So yeah, let's start to look around here. We got sleeping person, can't even take her out, so I just gotta be careful that I don't wake her up by accident. It's going to eat all the stuff in your kitchen. Yeah, I have seen this one before, and all of this is just stuff that makes noise. Don't want to use any of that.
My knee feels better. The fresh air really helped, and the calendula flowers.
Okay, who's talking? Where is the person talking? It's always very hard to locate. But let's just pick up everything lootable in here. Oh, I think I see an Adamaya solution, and I can actually take it with me. So, okay, we got some people down here. Maybe they are the ones talking. Oh, they're like through here. No, this is just...
Throat feels a little scratchy. Maybe some steeped borage and chamomile will do the trick.
You have various problems, huh? Maybe you should see a doctor about this. Yeah, I mean, there's someone down here. And they certainly look armed. Alright, well, let me continue to investigate this place first. Okay, now I'm on this side of the building, and we got our obligatory wall of light that I need to pass. Well, we have a power line over here, and apparently this wall of light is powered by a windmill. Well, I mean, that is an option, disabling the windmill.
I should think that's just obvious.
But the last time I tried to disable a wall of light, it didn't go so well for me. Because in this game, people actually investigate why the wall of light went out. So, if I can find a different way past the wall of light, I would prefer it.
I've got to get back to Dunwall. I feel so bad. Haven't seen the kids in 2 years.
Okay, I think I have fully explored this place, so let's move on to our next destination. And I think this over here is... yeah, this is an overseer outpost, and we want to find that information in Burns' office. Let's see if I can get onto the light post now. Yes, I can. But I see guards on top of this roof. At least 2 of them. Can I reach that little windmill tower? Yes, I can. Okay. So, let's see. Well, there's actually at least 3 of them. Okay, I could just disable the windmill now, but I'm not going to do this at the moment.
Maybe it's nothing.
Let's take care of these guards first. Should be easy enough to link them together.
Of course I can read. What does he think? I'm
This
stupid?
one too.
I know all my letters and then some.
So, Will one of you come close enough that I can perform
Something's gotta give.
an assassination on you, or do I have to waste a sleep dart? I mean, I have full sleep dart at the moment, so wouldn't be so terrible, and I don't think they're going to move. They're just going to stay where they are, huh? Alright. Sleep dart it is then. Let's shoot her. And now everyone is unconscious. Alright. Give me your loot. Let's make sure there's no one else around here. Windmill operation. Section 21, regular maintenance. Check wind speed. Windmill will only turn with sufficient wind. That makes sense. Danger. High wind may overcharge security systems. See appendix wall of light. Ensure gear works are free of debris. Oil mechanism in accordance with schedule. Remove nesting animals or vermin such as birds, rats or bloodflies. During emergency, disengage windmill using lever located on maintenance platform. With windmill disengaged, check wooden blades for cracking or loose supports. Wax wooden blades in accordance with schedule. Periodically, gears, blades and the other parts must be repaired or replaced as specified in section 10. Okay, seems all reasonable to me. I'm going to pick up all of this as long as I can. And this guy doesn't have any loot for me. Okay, this over here looks like open window. Ooh, yeah, and that looks like a sleeping overseer. So this must be the overseer outpost. The question is, are you alone here? Hang on a second, I will come back to you. Then we got some doors and stuff over here as well. Okay, there's some stuff going on here. Conservatory closure extended. Again, I have seen this before. And now I'm back here. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I can just drop down through the open window. Just hope this isn't too loud and it's going to wake up our sleeping friend over here. But he seems to be alone. I'm not seeing anyone else here. So, let's do it. Okay. He's still asleep. Let's make sure he stays asleep. Okay, there we go. That happens when you're sleeping on the job. Now, let's see. Not seeing any other people, however, I do see a tripwire. Let's remedy that, and got an audiograph over here. I will listen to that in a second. Oracular order divided. Again, I have seen this one before. Silver precious on. We'll take this. Ooh, someone is sleeping with a pistol under his pillow. I'm sure you got a good reason for that, huh? Yeah, let's fill up my mana and now I can drink this. And there's some useful stuff over here too. Okay, yeah, let's check out that audiograph. Oh, hang on a second. I gotta eat all the stuff. You know the deal. There's even more stuff to eat. Okay, now we can check out the audiograph. Also, is this a map? Yes, it is a map. Royal Conservatory. Okay, this is just the conservatory. It's huge. Yeah, well, this won't be useful until I actually get to the conservatory, but I'll take it. And I got a mission clue. Brianna Ashworth's office. Brianna Ashworth's office is on the top floor of the Royal Conservatory overlooking the main hall. That's where you'll find her. Okay. Now, let's have a look at the audiograph. Oh, listen.
Brianna Ashworth, curator of the Royal Conservatory. For a while, I believed Ashworth has some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something is happening that I don't understand. The overseers are the forward face of the Abbey, but equally important are our sisters from the Oracular Order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Subtle changes to the types of proclamations they've been making. Small but troubling deviations from tradition. But publicly saying anything along those lines will get me accused of heresy by my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the Oracular Order?
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is interfering with the Oracular Order. If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
Okay, well, that would explain a few things. For example, why the Oracular Order would embrace the new Empress. As I mentioned before, it's kind of weird that they would embrace someone who seems to be not very secretive about the fact that she's a witch. I mean, we heard guards calling her the Witch Empress, so it doesn't seem to be something that she's trying to hide. So why would the Abbey of the Everyman or the Oracular Order embrace her when they are so against witchcraft? Now, to be fair, the former Royal Protector also had a connection to the occult because he had the sign of the outsider, and so does Emily now. But Corvo is not flaunting this around, right? I seem to remember that in that intro when we saw him, he was actually covering his hand so no one saw the sign on his hand. So I'm going to assume that no one really knows that he has this sign. But Delilah doesn't seem to make a secret out of the fact that she's a witch, so I guess that would explain why the Oracular Order doesn't seem to have a problem with that. Okay, so we know that apparently Brianna Ashworth has something to do with the Oracular Order, and interestingly enough, that device that she is building, according to Sokolov, is called the Oraculum. I wonder if there's a connection here. However, so far this doesn't really give me a non-lethal way to take her out, so this is interesting information, but not what I was hoping for, to be honest. On the Oracular Order by Douglas Harwickle, historian. Going to read this one later. Yeah, we still need to get that rune over here. It's still pretty far away. Also, at some point I really want to use these red tunnels. I mean, I have a lot of runes that I haven't used, so I think at some point I should really get a few more skills. And I think Shadow Walk is the one that I would like to take next. Got some people down here. And this is just... okay, this is back to the Wall of Light. Ooh, look at that. That symbol means black market, right? But we got some heavily armed people here. And heavily armed people are usually hostile.
Today's your lucky day, madam. You get to meet Pirate Betty in person.
Oof.
Time to pay the price if you want to live.
Oh,
Pirate
no,
Betty?
please. I have nothing. I'm just a poor maid.
I see you've heard the stories about Pirate Betty, about all the terrible things I've done to the fools who refuse to give up some trinket or a bag of coins.
Have mercy. Don't hurt me.
This doesn't sound convincing at all.
Cutting off your nose.
Anyone help me.
Or maybe I could sign my name across your forehead with a knife. Use you as a human billboard.
Help. Murderer.
All right, no one's coming.
Okay, this was
We'll
a
try it
trick.
again later.
I mean, she didn't really sound all that convincing, and for a poor maid, she is very heavily armed, so I was a little bit confused by this. But I guess it makes sense that...
Who opened this door?
Oh,
Maybe
I
turn or
didn't do
something.
anything. Anyway, let's make sure they're not going to be a problem. Got a bit careless here, they actually noticed me. Okay, they're howlers. Howlers are basically like gang members, right? And the poor maid over here is a howler as well. Figures. But yeah, you really need to work on your acting, because I thought she didn't really sound all that terrified. Yeah, but apparently we do have a black market shop somewhere around here. I mean, there is a symbol. Black Hands, Black Market, right? So, let's see if we can find it. Okay, this is just back to the open plaza. Ah, here we go. So, I guess the rune is inside the black market shop. Okay, that makes sense. So, I hope you're open for business.
Greetings. I provide only the finest service with absolute discretion.
That is exactly what I'm looking for.
Welcome to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I'd check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
I'll think about it.
See anything you like?
So, you just assume that I would be able to find your friend? Well, you might be right about that.
Welcome back. Please, take your time.
But first, I would like to do some business with you.
I have some upgrade plans for your gear.
Yeah, but I don't really need anything. I mean, I have been visiting a shop not long ago. However, I have used some sleep darts since then. So I'm going to...
No need to wrap it for you, I suppose.
No, I'm going to use them very soon. You sound disappointed. Would you have liked to wrap them for me? I don't need that. What do we got here? Safe combination. The shopkeeper's cousin once attended a lecture in a building directly across from the Royal Conservatory, now infested with bloodflies. He knows a combination to the safe there. I'll
I'm
take it.
certain you will be satisfied with your purchase.
Well, if the combination doesn't work, I may come back and demand a refund. And
An excellent
get
choice.
the rune. So,
It's
that's...
a pleasure to have such a unique young lady in our store.
Thank you. You are very polite.
It was a pleasure to serve you.
Yeah, apparently he kinda gave me a mission, right? I have the safe combination. The shopkeeper's associate is holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory, which is basically where the safe is. It said that it's a building at the Royal Conservatory, or like on the other side of the road or whatever. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Assist the shopkeeper search the associate's last known location. Sure. If you really make it worth my time, I'm not going to decline. Ooh, you have a huge crank wheel. Do you need that for anything? Probably, but...
Bloodflies are worse here than any district in Kanaka. And welcome back. Please, take your time.
Oh no, no, I cut you off. Now I will not know why the bloodflies are worse here than in any other district. Anyway, we got the rune that I came here to find. So, let's have a look at all the other runes. I think that I'm going to put a marker on the outsider shrine. I mean, these ruins are pretty close too. There's a corrupt bone charm, which I'm not that interested in. So, I don't know. Let's see how we can get closer to our objective. And that means we need to find a way past the wall of light, right? But first of all, I would like to get to a higher vantage point. Because I would like to get back to these light posts. Is this something I can actually stand on? Let's find out. Oh, it is. It totally is. Okay, option number 1, disable the windmill. I'm only going to do that if I can't find any other way to do this. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the outsider shrine is over here. This may actually be on this side of the wall of light. It's very hard to tell. Let's try to get a bit closer. Yeah, this is the apartment I've just been to.
Man from old Lampro. His cockle was wee as a minnow.
So,
Tugged on it nightly, and then ever so slightly.
is there any other way to get
grew to be large as
just
an
over this
narwhal.
wall of light? Probably not. That would be too easy, huh? Oh. What was that noise? I
How many
have
more
no
hours
idea.
of this? If I had a timepiece, I'd know. I'm gonna guess. What, 3?
Well, I might be able to
Yeah, about
just...
3 more hours.
Nah, this doesn't look like something I can teleport over. Yeah, I think this is not meant to happen. What about this little balcony over here? Can I get over here? I mean, I should be able to somehow land over here safely, right? Okay. This doesn't really help me, though. Still not getting closer to... Well, I'm getting kind of closer to the ruins over here. So can I get up here, maybe? Oh, well. Look at that. This might actually be useful. It's looking safe enough. There's some people down here. Let's avoid them. And I know there's more bone charms in the vicinity. Okay, we got one over here. That one is pretty close. The outsider shrine is quite obviously in that building. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go for the outsider shrine first, and then we will try to get a few bone charms. Let's be careful about
Melinda,
guard
you
over
look
here.
great. Enrico said to give you his regards.
That donkey-faced cretin can open his wrist for all I care. Did you bring me something? The silver cigarette case, like we agreed?
No, listen. I can't go on doing this, stealing for you. I'll lose my job.
Do you want to be a servant all your life? You're always talking about leaving Karnak on a big white boat, never to come back. You spend your days polishing silver cutlery. Come with me, Beatrix. Let's leave.
Could we really get passage on a ship? What if they find us?
You know I'll protect you, just like when we were kids.
Well,
I'll think about it. I promise.
I wish you all the best, ladies. Gotta be careful though, because one of them is a guard, so she could still be a problem. But I don't have to go in that direction at the moment anyway. But instead, I would like to get inside this building. Yeah, let's investigate this building first. Let's find the outsider shrine. And then we decide what to do with the two ladies over here. Alright, looks like another abandoned building. But someone is apparently very protective of this abandoned building. Look at all these tripwires. Whispers from the Void by Barnoli Mulani. Okay, that doesn't need to be read now. Let's start by disabling all of these tripwires. One over here. I think there was one more. Yep, there's one more. I mean, seriously, what is so valuable in this place that it needs so many tripwires? But I suppose the runes are in this place. Okay, I'm not seeing any persons. So I hope I will be fine. But I have to find a way to get up here. Yes, I'm just going to far reach up here if I can. Let's see. Is this actually going to work? Can I far reach through here? Okay, this should work. There we go. Outsider shrine, and oh, look at that decoration. This makes me think witches. All these flowers. Witches love their flowers. Okay.
Look at you, making your way across this shuddering city. Brianna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society. Forced to wed some bloated banker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls, and slipping away to couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river. But just before Mother and Father married her off, so many years ago, she found Delilah instead.
I see.
It was all highways and graveyards after that. Never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man, but he believes in the Abbey's mission, protecting the good people of the Empire against the likes of us. You know he'd be happier deep down if this ended with Brianna Ashworth's head on a spike. Maybe yours as well.
Maybe. But yeah, that seems to be a common theme. I believe that a lot of the witches from the previous game, they were also like women in bad situations, and you know, Delilah or any other witch or coven picked them up and promised them a better life. So I can understand why Brianna would prefer this life over the life that her parents chose for her. What do we got here? Traditional Sarkonan songs. The King in the Month of Ice. Again, I think this can be read later. Anyway, do we got anything else here? Other than the runes that I would like to take? Not really. Speaking of runes, how many do I have at the moment? 11! Yes, I really should start taking a few powers. I will think about what powers I want, and maybe next episode I will actually get at least a few of them. And I still would have enough spare runes to get a power that I need in any, you know, specific situation, which is basically the reason why I save these runes. Because I want to be able to adapt to any problem I might encounter. Anyway, now that we collected these runes, let's see what other bone shams we want. I'm not interested in the corrupt bone sham, to be honest, but let's try to pick up this one. It's pretty close. And all the others are a bit further away. This one is actually kind of close. But let's start with the one over here. Okay, seems to be in this building. Again, we have quite a few guards here.
They probably ran off, you ask me. Must have had a thing for each other.
But I do see an open window here, so
and someone found an officer's pistol in the
probably
gutter.
my best way inside.
I think something else happened. Maybe they went inside the conservatory.
Look, Karnaka's leaking people. We tell ourselves we're keeping it together, but everyone is afraid of what will happen when it really falls apart.
Wonder what they've been talking about. Okay, there's someone down here, but it seems to be very far down, so I think I'll be safe if I just drop down here. And
Where's of this? If I had a timepiece, I'd know.
looks like the bone charm is in the private rooms.
Yeah, about 3 more hours.
Now that seems to be a civilian. Doesn't carry a weapon and he seems to be like sweeping the floor. Okay, got the bone charm. But let's be careful here. Oh yeah, this is a civilian. But you know my policy about civilians.
I feel safe. Watch yourself.
Oh well, this one doesn't really react to me.
I need new boots. Just don't
And
fit
I
right.
can't take him out. There was no prompt to take him out, so I guess I'm just going to ignore him. If he's ignoring me, I'm going to ignore you. Resounding shriek. What does that do? Howling bolts are louder and have a greater radius. I don't know. I haven't used any of these bolts before, so I don't really know if it is that useful. Oh, it's the Duke again. He likes his announcements.
Our rightful ruler, Delilah Caldwin, the first of her name. May she reign.
More woes afflict Dust District residents. The situation inside the Batista district continues to deteriorate at a rapid pace. Not long ago, the area prospered under the watchful eyes of mining operation owner Aramis Stilton. That name again. But the well-liked workers' advocate disappeared 3 years ago under suspicious circumstances, and since then the entire district has been afflicted by increasingly foul air and gang violence. A functionary from the Grand Sarkonan Guard admitted that the group has essentially abandoned the area. It's simply too dangerous, he said of the crime inside what is now commonly called the Dust District. The overseers and the damn howlers fight for control in the streets with skirmishes every day, assassinations, torture and so forth. Well, that sounds charming. After a while we just decided to withdraw and let the two have it out, he said. Sealed it all up behind a few well-placed wall of lights.
Forever.
That's one way to deal with this problem, I guess.
Her claim to the throne. Morally, Tibia.
So, what do we got here? Howlers downplay. Winnow, you wanna know what happened to the owner before you? When he says no more payouts and that's that, we say alright, you got us, and left him alone. Then we paid one of his friends to take him fishing a week later. They were out on the water all day. Real good day. Caught a lot of fish. Coming back, his friend gave him a letter from us and ran off. In it, I spelled out how the bait they was using all day was bits of his mother. Howlers don't play, you piece of shit. You got 3 days. Blue Jaw Jake. Yeah, they are very charming indeed.
No matter how many of you I have sacrificed.
Anyway, we got that one bone charm, so let's try to find the next one, I suppose. There's one over here. The corrupt one I'm not really interested in. So I guess this one would be the closest. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try to get back up here. No, I don't want to go out here because I've seen people, guards, on this side of the door. So, let's see. What would be the best way to get to that bone charm? Okay, we got her over here.
Oh my. Is that my breath I'm smelling? Maybe my
I mean,
teeth
again,
are
she's a
deepening my-
civilian, so she's not my biggest concern. Oh well, there we go.
The Royal Conservatory. What do those walls hide?
I guess we will find out. But before we do that, there's still a bunch of other stuff that I want to do. Assist the shopkeeper. So do we actually have this marked on our map? Not as far as I can tell. We only have one quest marker over here. No, actually, it's over here. Okay. It's basically in the same place as the bone charm, so I definitely need to get to that place. That should be my next task. Let's try to go over here. Come on, I had it. I had it like a second ago. There we go. And again, another suspiciously open door. And another suspiciously empty apartment. Ooh. Display case. Anything of value inside? Apparently not. Okay, all of these doors are closed. Okay, there doesn't really seem to be anything too useful in this apartment for a change.
People of Karnaca, this is the Duke.
Oh god, the Duke again.
Question the stricter mining quotas and the new taxes being levied by the Grand Circonian Guard. Let me answer all of this rabble-rousing at once. Disloyalty and sedition will not be tolerated. Look at Duncan Bales, my good friend. He's a patriot, a man who won't stop until he has turned every bit of this land's silver into shiny coins. I asked him to double the number of mine workers, and he did it. No questions, no complaints.
That tasted off. That wasn't no blue-jawed hagfish. River
Just
is more like
the Circonian spirit. That's what we need.
Yeah, he sounds like a real charmer. Anyway, can I jump onto this tower? I might, but it's moving the entire time, which is worrying me a little bit. Okay, I did it. Now the question is, if I disable this tower, will this also cause suspicions?
2 more months, she says. Then she'll leave.
I don't know. Let's risk
Wait till
it.
he puts on those boots. Sees the surprise I left for him. Idiot.
Okay, apparently they don't notice if you disable a light tower. That's good. Ooh, I see blood flies. This might be the blood fly infested apartment they've been talking about, huh?
I hope they accept
Okay.
transfer. I've got to get over to one of the other
This is a bone charm, so I will find the associate here. But first, let's try to get into this apartment, I suppose. Alright. Ooh, yeah. That's a lot of blood flies. I know I can use my incendiary bolts. But especially if they are very close, I think it's faster to just destroy them with my sword. And save my incendiary bolts for a more pressing issue. Oh, there's a person.
I can tell.
There's a person.
Now I have to hurt you.
Oh! Oh! Is this one of these, what are they called? Nestkeeper, right. It's a Nestkeeper. That's the first time I actually saw one of these. Okay. Let's use incendiary bolt for the nest that is up high. That is a Nestkeeper. Huh. I guess I don't actually have to keep him safe from the bloodflies because the bloodflies don't attack the Nestkeeper, right? Alright, in that case, I'm just going to leave you here. But okay, we still have more of them here. Let's destroy this one too. And I guess the stragglers over here are not really a threat. Do we have... Okay, there's another one. And again, I think for this one, I'm going to need one of my bolts. Okay, well, that was interesting. And that is the safe. Very nice. So, let me pick up all of this first. Pilfered safe combination. I'm certain I saw one of the students at my lecture writing down the combination for my safe. That silver spoon dilettante who wants to make a career as a newspaper journalist. Sneaky fuck, he's chosen a fitting career. And his snobby cousin operates the black market shop nearby, so it must run in their well-heeled family. Now I need to ask Margaret to change the combination to my safe. Okay, I hope they haven't actually done this, since I got the combination. Oh, look at that. Ashworth within an existential graph. I like the titles of these paintings. They're amazing. Okay. Is there anything else in here? The southern winds presented at the academy for the benefit and moral edification of the pupils therein. Don't need to read this now. Okay, let's have a look at the code again. 012. Someone was really creative with that code. It's almost like 123. So, what's my prize? I think I saw some gold in here. Yep, no, it's silver actually. I'll take it anyway. I don't need any of that. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, oh, we got the corrupt bone sham over here. Well, since I'm here now, I may as well pick it up, I suppose. I'm not sure which one I got. Let me have a look at it again. Bone shams. Bone shams. Armored bones. You take significantly less damage, your movement speed is reduced. Nah. I don't take enough damage for that bone charm to be useful to me. Alright, Ooh, there's a lot of stuff up here. I want that. I want everything that is up here. Okay, most of it is just food. And rotten food too, but also some useful stuff. More traditional Sarkonan songs. And I will also take this with me. And this. But yeah, I think this is actually a good time to end this episode. We are getting closer to our destination. The Royal Conservatory is right over here. But I still want to finish this little side quest here, assist the shopkeeper. So that's what we're going to do next in the next episode. So as usual, thank you for watching and see you again next time.